Hello, hello, hello. We're here. Did I even brush my hair today? Probably not. Okay. So this is very much in the view, but you're gonna have to deal because I got a lot of stuff going on here. I also look, I hung up my dice lights. They were just like on the shelf before, and now they're like up the wall. And it's very cute now, maybe. Hello. Hello. I'm here. You're here. We're gonna prepare for Drakkenheim today. So we're going into session 7 on Sunday. Every make as long as that actually happens. And there's no last time or the time before we had my sister her car broke down. she So we had to push the whole session back. So barring anything like that, it's happening. So I have the chat over here if you're wondering why I keep looking over here. Because, in case I need to share screens, I've got a whole setup for you guys today. So I don't know how long this will take. I hope it doesn't take that long because frankly, if it takes longer than a couple hours, it's a second screen. I only have 2. It's also a tiny screen. It's also a portable monitor. I actually take it off sometimes and use it with my laptop. But anyway, so I have, what was I going to say? Oh, I hope it doesn't take too long because if it takes more than like an hour, I'm doing something wrong probably, you know what I mean? But I've set aside 3 hours because I also know that I talk a lot when I'm on stream. So I know that we'll get sidetracked and, all of that. I also kind of prepared general ideas for next session. I mean, I already had a general sense of where I wanted to go at the end of last session. So we'll start with, that kind of stuff. Please drop questions, comments, concerns. I'll be checking chat on and off throughout stream. And yeah, I'm pretty excited to show. I'm just excited for this session, period, because we're getting into unknown territory for Drakkenheim because it's like not exactly how I think it's supposed to be, but I'm doing my own thing now at this point. Not completely. Obviously, we're still in the same Drakkenheim setting. We still have, NPCs and stuff that are going to be a part of it, but I'm hoping. So I have to prepare like 2 or 3 different things because players can go in any direction at this point and it's a little bit scary. But it makes it more exciting for me. And I'm also going to actually homebrew a few things. This time around, I already have maps made and things like that. So yeah. So I think the best way to start this though, and I'll share my desk, which I just cleaned. It's beautiful now. It wasn't beautiful about 20 minutes ago. Although ignore the keyboard because I just looked at it and I was like, holy crap, it's covered in cat fur. I need to take the canned air to it again. I think I have to do that like once or twice a month. There's just so much. And I'm hoping, beyond hope, I've got it blocked off on this side so he doesn't mess with cameras. But I'm hoping, beyond hope, that Flint does not jump up like behind where you guys can't see. But if he jumps up back there, half the cameras are going down. Hi, welcome. So we're here. And I'll show you guys my general. So I don't know how many people know this. I am running this game. This Drakkenheim game is in person. So I am running it in person. However, I do use Foundry for maps. And we actually have a TV that's laid out on the table. And, we use that with minis and things to, do combat or whatever. And also I can use it to show resources then too, like I can show, what a monster looks like or that kind of thing. And the TV has speakers. So, excuse me, I just chugged a bunch of coffee. The TV has speakers, so we play music through that, all of that. So I run a very hybrid system because I also really love having the physical copy of books. Being able to flip through it makes it easier for me. No, you didn't get it messed up. It was actually Wednesday though. So yeah, maybe you did get it messed up. The live stream got moved because tomorrow's my sister's birthday, and she normally watches my baby girl on Tuesday or on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And so we swapped so that she could have Wednesday off because I gave her off for, you know, we normally have, it's a tradition. I don't know if anybody else has these weird birthday traditions, but in my house growing up, we always got like off from school. Hi, Flinty. This is Flint. So we always get off from school on, oh my God, get your foot down. Okay. On our birthdays. So we kind of have kept that tradition. Yes, this is Flint. This is, hi, yes. This is my, we have 2 cats. But we say that Flint is my cat because obviously he's like always in my lap. He always wants mom's attention, huh? He's a mama's boy. And he's a lover. He loves to like just be in people's laps. But he's also a big tub of lard. So no, just kidding. He's pretty big. He like just a very long cat, not like fat, but he's just like very long. So he's clumsy. He's like the clumsiest cat. Anyway, this is my boy. Okay, can I put your paws down? Yeah, right there. Because I kind of need my arm, buddy. Okay. So yeah, this is my cat Flint, and then we have Ash, who never ever comes near me. Not because she doesn't like me, but because she likes my husband more. You know, I think cats find a favorite, and then they just stick with that. Okay, but anyway, so back to Drakkenheim. So I use a hybrid system. So you're going to see a little bit of like how I write session notes as well. You can see my books and my general, like you can see me use my notebook too, which I sell. Not that this is intended to sell you on that, but you know, if you like it, great. But yeah, and then I'll also probably have stuff on screen because I have to set up maps and make sure those are all working. And yeah, so I think, yes, this is my pencil. He's looking at it. No, you can't have my pencil. So I think we'll start with just a recap of last session. So you guys are getting a sneak peek of the video that we'll be releasing on Monday because I think we're 1 video behind at the moment. And session 5 just came out on this Monday, and I'm still editing session 6. It's almost done. But the Drakkenheim ones take a while because I go in and I like recreate the battle in Foundry. But remember, we play in person, so we don't even use like tokens in there and stuff. So it's really just from memory. You know, I can't like screen record the battles or something. So that's also why I'm like, this isn't exactly how each turn went. Plus, I think that's kind of boring anyway. You can get the gist of the battle without me going turn by turn, you know? So let's dive in because I got a lot to prep. So we'll show off this one. You get to see my coffee, but my setup here, I might take off bracelets because it'll probably bang against the thing here. So this is my notebook. Hello, 4 Pig Bacon. That's a very unique name. Anyway, so this is my notebook. This is a different cover than you normally get, but thank you. I designed this, so that warms my heart a little bit. But yeah, so this is just a DM's notebook, which you can find in the shop if you're interested. I added the tabs to, these were tabs we used in like, I don't get the brand new stuff normally. Like this cover we used for pictures, but technically it's printed a little off, like a little bit. And so that's why I took it, because I'm like, I don't want to sell it to someone. It's not perfect. And same with these stickers. We use them in like photos. So then I got the leftovers. That's how it happens. I get the leftover stuff. Oh, Flint is leaving me. Oh, okay. So anyway, so this is my DM notebook. I have it tabbed out to like, this is world stuff, which I'm not really using that much because again, it's like a predetermined world, right? It's Drakkenheim. I like write notes that I think are important in it, but I don't really use that section that much. This is where I'm trying to keep track of like the different orders as they encounter them and like things I need to know. It's really just me taking notes from the book and putting it in here like I would be taking notes for like a test or something, but it helps me remember that kind of stuff. And then these are the oh god, don't jump on the, I might have some cat interference here. No, I think he's good. Okay. So sorry, I really don't want him to knock over the camera setup here. But these are the quests, that the personal quest line, so I've been keeping that in here as well. And then this is a list of loose ends, like the warlock rat Squeaks escaped, like that's in here. Talon is alive and has the soul piercer. So yeah. And then this is just general timeline stuff. I typically don't really reference some of that other stuff since this is not like a homebrew world. I don't have to remember the details exactly. But yeah, so then you have like all the session notes and you can just see like they get messy real fast. Really, really fast. But typically what I do is, and you'll get to see, typically I write a summary from last session. So here's my session summary. That helps trigger like any memories. You just found my channel today at work and catching a live. Yay, welcome. But anyway, so this is my session summary here. So I use this to like, I read this part to prep for the next session. And then this is where I'm gonna write my notes. I typically keep this column empty. And this is where I'll jot things down as the session goes, like notes, like things like when my husband's character sheet wasn't working on D&D Beyond, I like made a note to like double check if it's working later or like recreate his character or remind him to recreate his character, you know, that kind of thing. I jotted that in the notes, and then there's more room here. And then over here, I write like just generally note, like bullet points on what I want in here. Oh, OBS. Hopefully. Oh, wait. Sorry, sometimes my OBS had a moment there. Anyway, so this is where I put like just general like bullet points on, you know, things I want to do in that session. So like here I have important NPCs. The Falling Flame Strike team is going to be here, and we'll talk about all this. I have a plan for some mimics next session, and we're going to go to the Shrine of Morgan. So those are those kind of things. So we're actually gonna take this out because this is why I love these notebooks, and you can just take any page out, remove it, pop it back in when you're ready. So we're gonna take it out because we'll probably need some of this over here. So this is typically when I'm like DMing. This I put now on my DM screen. So this has all of my like passive. All the players like passive perceptions, their total HP, like that kind of stuff here. There is an initiative tracker, but I have an initiative tower, and I usually give that to a player. So they can track initiative for me because there's so much behind the screen I'm tracking anyway. Having someone else just track initiative really kind of helps. Just ease the burden. Although I use this in a, like, there you go. Erase that. I use this in a video, so I do use this side. So again, I just have, this was the mummies stats, so just so I didn't have to reference the book, that it was all right here for me. And then these are the stats for the monsters. Like I have a skeleton. I had some of the mummies like basic stats, like this. These are his actions, or her. I guess it was a her, Saint Brenna. Her actions. And then over here I have where we keep track of HP, so that, hold on, I'm gonna have to take everything apart, so that when I have this here, I can track HP in these boxes. And I just have Skelly 1, Skelly 2. This one had a +2 to AC because they had a shield. So if they woke that one up, it would have been a big deal. These are the mephits. How do you say that? MEPHITS mephits? That's what I say, but I don't know if that's correct. Anyway, that from last session that they ran into and then decided to fight, which I didn't expect. Surprise. But that is right here. So I'll probably use this because I'm going to have to, like, here's my mimic stats in here already because I kind of planned the mimic encounter a couple sessions ago, but they didn't roll for an encounter leaving the city last time. This time they're gonna run into him for reasons, and we will get into that shortly here. But I know I'm gonna need this section, and I know I'm not gonna need this right now, so I'm actually gonna put this behind. You can see here's my rattling. This is Petra's stats here. This is the warlock rat. But I'm just gonna put this right behind that because I'm not gonna need it. Oh, and then if you had, like, I used to have a dry erase set up because I didn't do Foundry at the time. That was like years ago. And I would just doodle like what kind of map terrain I would be using. So I could draw it out on a dry erase board, and that's what this is for. And then you can write enemy motives, their loot, their treasure, that kind of thing. I typically forget to do this because it is on the back. And then I just look up roll tables on the internet real fast. Nice. I've been using DM Tools Initiative Tracker. It let me save my players and save the encounters. Yeah, that would work. I don't have my tower down here, or I would just show you guys. It's one I got off of Etsy. I actually bought my initiative tower for, what is it called? Gloomhaven. I don't know if any of you guys have tried Gloomhaven. It's a big tabletop board game, and it feels like an RPG, but there's no GM. You all have cards. You're all kind of going, and then the book tells you what to do. It's kind of expensive, but it's really fun and very much worth it. And you can play for hours. Like I don't think we've even hit 25% of the game. And it's a lot of fun, but we haven't been playing that a lot lately. We've kind of taken a hiatus. Mostly I think because we started playing it online a little bit this is why I knew I need to set aside a lot of time because I'm rambling. But I bought the initiative tracker for that. Because the cards tell the initiative. So each round the initiative changes, which, that happens in older versions of D&D even. But it was just really hard to track in that game. And I was like, well, I'll just buy it. And then, when we get to playing D&D, I'll use it for that too. So that's why I have an initiative tracker. How about an ASMR stream of you putting the pages in? Yeah, if just like... it's such a nice sound. It just feels so, like, I don't know why. It just sounds great. Anyway, interesting. Hope to see you at Pittsburgh Gaming Expo. I will be there. I was actually thinking about that today. I was like, I need to make posts that I'm going to be at the Gaming Expo next weekend. You're DMing your first campaign. Ooh, good luck. It's a lot of fun. I feel like once you become a DM, you either love it or you hate it, but I feel like most people love it because there's so much more to the game then, it opens like a whole new like set of things that you have to do. Anyway, rambling. Hope that's what you wanted in a stream. So we're going to talk about last session, which we'll have to go back to this real fast. We're going to this is he's technically like, he holds your book open, but I'm using him as a paperweight. We also have to move these books slightly. There we go. Oh, these, if anybody was wondering, these are the stats for my rival adventurers in a very ugly format, but with all their spells here. But I most likely won't be using this. I ended up putting it into Foundry, since again, I have Foundry at the table. And I just it's regular 8.5 by 11 letter size paper, folded it up, and I just popped it in here. But yeah, I want to what if Foundry doesn't work and then I don't have their stats? I also want to have it in a paper format. But